morning, and what a turmoil of 72 hours we've had at Liverpool Football Club. From Friday night to Monday morning, you could not have written what's happened. Nobody could have scripted this. The fallout is still happening, and to help me dissect this tonight, I've got my two regular comrades. I've got Alred and I've got Ant. How you doing, guys?
I'm good.
Doing well. Doing well.
Good.
I'm going to turn your volume up. Oh, get it. That's better. All right. But yeah, it's been a chaotic 72 hours. And the Aston Villa game feels like it was only yesterday to me. Absolutely ages ago. But anyhow, Alred, I'll start with you.
Yeah.
Just going back 72 hours. Aston Villa away. And when we did the stream, Ben said we'd get 4, if I remember rightly, Ben said we'd get 4 points from the 2 games remaining. And I said I wasn't confident of going to Villa. I didn't think we'd come away with anything. I don't like being proved right, but I mean, from what I saw, again, it was the same old, how can we put it, being polite. Basically, these guys are on the beach.
It's a shit show. It's been a shit show since October, November. So this is nothing new for us. I think we may somehow manage to win the last game or get a point at least. But of course, what happened with Salah may not have helped things when it comes to
that. We will come to that. Don't you worry. But the thing is, if you look at the 36 games we've played this season, right?
37.
And as a fan like you and like Ant, I'm being absolutely honest here. If you look at the league table, it's embarrassing that we're 5th because we absolutely scammed the first 5 games of the season. So, in all honesty, Liverpool should be mid-table this season and nowhere higher.
We shouldn't be that high as well. We should be even lower than mid-table, based on. But one of the issues this year, not only us but a lot of other teams that before the Villa game, even the last games for Villa in the Premier League has been relegation for. The same with Spurs, the same with Chelsea, the same with almost every team around us. So we're not the only one being shit this season. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's something in the water in England. I don't know. But it looks like everybody's kind of shit this year without possibly Arsenal and periodically City. But yeah, it's similar to the Leicester season when they won the Premier League. It is stars align and everybody's shit at the same time somehow. And we don't deserve to be where we are, but we are there, and we have to be content with that one. The table doesn't lie. So,
no, it doesn't. It doesn't. And I've always said, since I started watching Liverpool, I don't look at the league table till 10 games gone, and the league table never lies at the end of the season. Well, the thing is, and I don't think Arne Slot can use the excuses what he's using. I think they're unacceptable now. I mean, to come out and say what he said, that scoring 2 goals away at Villa isn't bad, yet we get absolutely annihilated. I mean,
can I say something about that comment?
Oh,
for me, that is the same thing as Hodgson saying we're not too good to go down. I mean, if you're starting to look at that kind of things, that hey, we scored a goal, hey. I can't. I mean, the excuses or the reasons we've talked endlessly on this show early in the season.
Yeah,
everybody could kind of see them and understand them, but when it comes, into November, December, January, February, and players coming back from injuries. We get a little bit distance from what happened in the summer, and no progression, and then it just doesn't add up. It's like watching Donald Trump when it comes to talking. It's just air.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, look, I mean, I don't know if you watched the game, Ants Villa on Friday night, but looking at, I mean, the thing is, Villa, for example, Villa is left-footed, right? Every kick he takes with his left foot, he absolutely skies. And the thing is, he's faced 30 shots and he's conceded 23. This is the guy who's taking over from Alisson.
One comment before I shut up and let Ant play into this. If you look at the games where Mamardashvili is playing, look at all the back passes he gets. 90% of them are on his right foot. It looks like the players haven't caught on that the goalie is left-footed, and that pisses me off.
He's useless with his left foot as well, Albert.
Yeah, but the point is he has to position himself to play with the right foot, because 9 out of 10 passes to him are on that foot. That means he's not in a natural position. And it pisses me off that we have 4 defenders. We played 5 defenders against Villa when we didn't have the ball. We played fucking 5 in the back, and none of them could pass the ball to the right foot of the goalie. And that lacks understanding. It lacks commitment. It just...
And you know what really annoyed me on that game? When you look at it, and I'm going to come to you, Ant, on this. When you look at our midfield for that Villa game, and you look at Villa's midfield of Tielemans and Barkley, there's no way we should be dominated by them two in midfield with Szoboszlai, McAllister, and Curtis Jones. No way.
Curtis Jones was a right back.
Well, we shouldn't be dominated by Dominic Szoboszlai and Alexis McAllister shouldn't be dominated by Tielemans and Barkley. I don't know what Anthony thinks, but we shouldn't.
I swear Curtis Jones played centre mid.
I'm sure he did.
On that game. Yeah, he did. He played in the middle. Because Gomez played right back, didn't he?
What is Ross Barkley doing dominating midfield?
We had 3 central defenders. When we had the ball, Curtis and Jones went very, very high up. And when we didn't have the ball, when we were defending, we were playing at 5 at the back. It's kind of... So Jones was kind of... When we had the ball, he had a kind of free role in the midfield. He could be in the middle, he could be on the right. But when we didn't have the ball, we were playing at 5 in the back.
Go on,
I was just going to say the whole game was a shit show in itself, to be honest.
I mean, the thing is, we've lost 12 games in the league this season. 12. I mean, when you look at the stats, Arne Slot's breaking records. We don't, Liverpool Football Club don't want him breaking. He's got the most losses in a season. He's passed Rafa Benitez.
And he didn't have half the team here that he has.
But the thing is, you can doesn't matter. I mean, he's round off about injuries. Every team has injuries, and then at Villa, he said, "Oh, I've got 9 players which I can't play." Hang on a minute, Sunbeam. Hang on a minute, Isak. Now, I don't know if you've read what I've read, but there's a request gone into Liverpool Football Club from the Swedish national team not to play Isak in these last 2 games for preparation for the World Cup. So Isak isn't injured. They don't want him playing.
No, because they don't want him injured.
Exactly. Yeah, but Isak's injury prone anyhow. He's injury prone anyhow. We spent 135 million on him and he scored 4 goals this season. And he's out injured.
What did you say, Ant?
I said he gets injured every time he plays anyway.
Yeah.
I don't mean that in like he's brittle. I just mean at the moment with how everything's going, with the way that it's just it's just like he's just getting pounded.
I mean,
I think
I just can't wait for the season to end. I don't know about you two guys.
I've been waiting for this day now for the last 6 months, to be honest. I usually don't pay much attention to the World Cup. I really don't give a shit about it anymore.
Yeah, me neither.
Like when I was a kid, it meant everything because I could see all the great stars I couldn't see weekly as I do now. So the World Cup for me isn't that much of a deal anymore. But
I,
for the first time in decades, maybe couple of decades, I'm looking forward to it because this has been a hellhole. I'm looking forward to having 2 months off, not thinking about this shit show. The only thing I'm dreading is that if that ball fraud still is at our club, I'm going to uh, dread the day where preseason starts up again, and it's like when you're having a summer vacation as a little kid, and oh, everything is fine, and girls and summer and bikinis and beach and whatever it is, and then suddenly school pops up next week, and that's I mean,
well,
he has to get sacked now. I mean,
Well, the thing is, when we was in the green room, I don't know if you heard me mentioning to Anthony, but obviously there's one guy on social media. He he takes a lot of flack, but he's got quite a few people working for him now, and the journals respect him. Now he's put something out tonight. Indy Kelly. He's put something out tonight. FSG have done a 360 U-turn, and they've requested a review of Arnie Slot now, not at the end of the season. And there's two top journals come out and said they're adamant, both of them, they've been told that Slot's going to be sacked after the Brentford game. Now I've seen it. Quite a few people have posted it on X. Now I take it with a pinch of salt at the minute, and I've seen the betting odds on who the next manager is. Um, And the funny thing, I've read something today as well. Apparently, now I'm not going to say I don't believe this at all until it happens. But apparently, somebody at the top brass at Liverpool is trying to persuade Jurgen to come back in for 2 years.
yeah, that's not going to happen. That's
I
not going to
don't
happen.
think I don't think that'll happen either.
But okay, let's say the rumors are true, and you have to cut in on me, Ant, because I talk like a waterfall when I get starting on this shit. But if the rumors are true, let's say the FSG kind of got a light bulb moment and thought, maybe we should do something. Fine. I applaud them for that one if they react to all the reactions from the fans and everything, and if they do make a change, it's like it's better late than never kind of thing. However, where have you had your head in the last 6 months where all of this has been building up? Haven't they been looking at the reactions? Haven't they been looking at and I'm not saying that every time we the fans cry wolf they should jump around, but they had to see this kind of situation coming. It's not out of the blue. It's not surprise.
No.
So if they make a change, good. But why did you not start this process earlier?
Yeah, this has been happening since November. It really has. Because the thing is, he's changed the style of football, and quite clearly the style of football doesn't suit Liverpool.
We
And
don't
that's one
have a
of
style.
no, and that's one of the reasons as well that Liverpool didn't speak to Xabi Alonso, because his style of football doesn't suit Liverpool. But the thing
But
is,
my
Liverpool don't
team
have a
here,
style at the minute.
my team here in Norway, we changed the goalie. Now we changed the manager on Tuesday, right? We hadn't won a game since 22nd of March in the league here in home. We get a new manager. We still have the same players. He's been here 3 days. We'll play on Saturday. And I see what he's trying to do. I see the difference between the last game of the previous manager and the first game of the new manager. It's not going to be perfect. It's going to take time. He needs maybe a players or whatever it is. But I see the difference. That's in 1 week. I have seen no change in the last 8 or 10 months with this fucking idiot. No, I'm so sick of him. I am so sick of him.
I mean, our normal contributor, Gaz Unsworth. Good evening, Gaz. Hope you well, mate. He said if you don't apply any pressure on the ball at that level, the opposition will rip you to bits. He ain't wrong. But I mean, the thing is, if you look at Ollie Watkins' interview after the Villa game, he's laughing at us because of how easy and how soft we were at the back. You know, he said that they've got problems at the back. They're not having a good time. But to laugh on an interview at Liverpool FC, I'm sorry. Have a bit of respect, mate. Show a bit of class. But yeah, you've won. But there's a way of presenting yourself. But yeah, we've got one game to go, and if City win tomorrow, that means we've qualified for the Champions League. But we've still got to beat Brentford. I don't. To be honest with you, I don't think we will. And I said that on Friday. I just don't. I just can't see how we're going to get a result with the way we're playing. The players don't trust Arne Slot 100%. That's gone. He's lost all the trust he had. It's completely gone now. And the thing is,
let me ask you guys a question, and the silence of the lamb Ant can answer first. Do you think that the players will show up? I'm not saying show up, but do you think the players want more to give Salah and Robbo the send off they deserve? More they don't want to be shit to get Slot sacked. If you understand what I'm asking.
Yeah, which way they're leaning, sort of thing.
Well, Salah and sorry, go on. Sorry, mate. Yeah, sorry, sorry, I apologize.
That's all right. I get it. You're eager.
I'll mute him the next time. Go on, Dan.
No, to be honest, from what I've seen, the players before the last game of the season, I mean, they couldn't have just waited one more weekend. But before the last game of the season, they're all out on holiday and stuff like this. Yada yada. I mean, apparently Slot's supposedly resting in Spain before the last game. There's no way in hell we're taking this last game as serious, because I guarantee every single player is going to be sitting waiting for that game tomorrow, the Man City game, and if they win, watch us play even worse. Even though you wouldn't think it's possible, I guarantee it'll be like when we won the league and we had a few games left and we were playing half pissed. That's what it'll be like, because obviously Salah will probably try his best because he'll want to get a goal in his last game. I mean, it's obvious. He'll probably try his best anyway because it's his last game and he wants to give everything he can in his last game for us. But I can't see anyone else.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was asking for. I think they'll play for him, not for the points or Slot or anything. I think they may play for him.
Yeah. In that case, I think they'll more play for Salah's send off than anything, and they will the game itself. They won't play for the win. They'll play for Salah. Salah and Robbo, you get what I mean.
I think, but the thing is, I think both Robbo and Mo are going to get the send-offs they deserve. And I mean, it's already been announced that there's mosaics on the King Kenny and on the Cop for them both being organised already. So that's no surprise. Which leads me on to the biggest talking point of the last 72 hours. But before I do that, Everybody out there, make sure that you subscribe to Anfield Talk. My mate Ant is his little thing, what he's got going, and the Norwegian Red. Make sure that you subscribe to the Viking, because if you don't, if he's knocking on your door, don't come blaming me.
Go looking for a ship on the docks.
Exactly. Yeah. What's this coming up the? What's this coming up the Mersey? Is it a monster? No, it's a Viking.
You hear a big alphorn.
On the mast.
Oh
Yeah.
dear. Anyhow, so we have to discuss the statement which came out on Saturday during the FA Cup final. Would you believe, by a certain Mohamed Salah? He dropped the statements. Basically, for me, I've read the statements, and when I've read it, and I'm sure you two have as well, I agree with everything what he says in it, but I don't agree he should have done it at the time he did it. I think the timing is really, really bad, and this doesn't reflect well on Liverpool Football Club. The damage this
it
could
makes
do
sense.
is irreparable. But the thing is, what he's basically done here for me, he's pulled the pin out of an hand grenade, walked out the door, and thrown the hand grenade back in while everybody's in there. Now, for me, this is all about Mo Salah. But I know he's leaving at after the weekend, but he's taking Ernie Slot with him. For me, that's for sure. But in my 50 years of watching Liverpool Football Club, I've never seen anything like this. Never. And the part where he says he wants to go back to playing heavy metal football because that's what Liverpool are. I'm sorry, Mo, I don't agree with you there. Liverpool are not heavy metal football. They were under Jurgen Klopp. They were never heavy metal football under Bob Paisley, Bill Shankly, Rafa Benitez, Gerard Houllier, Brendan Rodgers, Roy Hodgson, the managers before him. Yes, we were rock and roll football under Jurgen, but only under Jurgen, and nobody else can do that. But what he said is right, and all you've got to do is look at the amount of players what have liked the tweet as well, or the post. Basically, this is mutiny at Liverpool Football Club now. It's civil war.
Okay.
Now, how this plays out, I don't know. But Slot can't survive this.
I gotta start here as well, because otherwise Ant is going to take all the time and I can't get a word in.
No,
But,
okay.
But my point is, I've seen a TikTok video of a former colleague of ours on Anything Liverpool. He made a speech about this. He had issues when Salah said he wanted the heavy metal football back, because he showed a lot of stats that he didn't participate in that heavy metal, because he's not our first presser or defender.
Are we on about certain Irishmen?
Yeah, certain
Okay.
Irishmen.
All right.
Got it.
And I replied in that one, and I kind of held my tongue because I got a little bit pissed off it, because the point is, he was never a presser, but winning the ball high and creating unbalance in the defense when everybody's going up. That's what biting out. That's what been eating our own ass in the last 8 or 10 months. So of course he wants that back, because it helps him and it helps the team.
Yeah.
Now, even though he doesn't press or wins the ball, he, with his pace, when they are emptying their defense, he gets the room to be creative. He gets the room to go inside. He gets the room to score goals. So that's why he wants that back, not because he was very good at it.
Yeah.
Now, I kind of disagree with you when it comes to the timing of this thing, because, as you said, look at all the players that like that post. Now, if we all work in the same company, and you two guys are scared of the boss, or scared of getting fired, or scared of whatever it is, and I'm on my way out of the door, have nothing to lose. Of course I'm going to say the truth.
That's why I said it makes sense.
Yeah, of course I'm going to expose them. Now, the point is, He could have done this after the last game, but that would make him seem a little bit more bitter. Like it's just, well, now I'm gone and I'm lashing out at my former club.
Plus,
He
it'd
did it
ruin the
one.
send off.
Yeah, exactly. He's not going to get that bitter pill. And I, for me, it takes guts to stand up to. I mean, he's out the door. He has nothing to lose. If he doesn't play the game, last game, okay, that's going to shit. But the point is, I think he did it for us.
Mm-hmm.
He cares for me. For me, he cares. But the thing
Yeah,
is,
but he didn't post that one for him. He posted it for the fans, for the club, for the players who are staying behind, to try and make a change that everybody in Liverpool and outside of Liverpool, supporting Liverpool, sees is needed to be done.
well,
He gave Liverpool and Liverpool fans the crowbar to open that fucking shut door of FSG. Now, if
yeah.
the rumors are true, that is the direct result of this post.
I think this was planned.
Yeah,
Well,
I
apparently
think
it said
so
it
as
was
well.
planned.
But
I think it was planned 100%.
my point is, if he had done this after the last game, FSG would not have reacted. They would have thought, okay, he's a lousy, sore loser, not playing, blah blah blah, whatever it is, and
Yeah,
it will
he's
all
done
calm
anyway.
down.
Sort of thing,
Yeah, it's all going to calm down, and it's all go. It will die down, and everything's going to be good when we've signed 2 players and the new season start. It's beautifully under the rug, out of sight, out of mind. But he did it now,
Yeah.
where we have one home game away, and a home game left to play.
Yeah.
So for me, this is one of the best things ever done for the club, because if this leads to him getting that boardroom and slot sacked,
I can't see, Anthony. I can't see how Slot can survive this. Anthony, no, I'm asking you. I can't see how Slot can, when you look at the because I've got a list of the players who have liked it, past former players and present players.
Yeah.
I can't see how Slot can survive this now.
I mean, if there's a way, it'll be found, definitely. But yeah, I'm not gonna. As the saying goes, I'm not gonna put all my eggs in one basket before they hatch, or however the saying goes, because at the end of the day, there's one game left. He said it before the game, which obviously in a way makes sense because there's one game left. They're not going to turn around and say, "Oh, well, you're out the club." He's going anyway. So he's basically sat and said, "Well, I'm getting this send off, one way or another. So I'm gonna vent sort of thing because it's gone for way too long." And as he said in that post, like in what he said at the end that he will be a fan. He won't be a player, but he'll be a fan. And I think he has been a fan since we started treating him like, obviously, the Egyptian king, because we've shown him so much love. He's gained love for the club itself.
Yeah.
So he has the same passion. Well, I say the same passion. He has passion for the club as a player, and then it will turn into a fan. So he's sort of starting his fan journey now by saying how he actually feels and how he actually like, because he's got a lot of stick about how he played this season. Don't get me wrong, it definitely wasn't one of his all-time seasons. Probably one of his worst seasons, if not his worst. But I don't know how to word it, but it's like, yeah, he's getting a lot of stick, but he's coming out and he's saying, "Look, I didn't want this. I don't. This isn't me. I know it's not me. I'm trying my best to get the club back to where it needs to be. Before I go, I want to leave the club in the best possible position from this point, which is Champions League football. Like he said, that's the bare minimum." And he said, even when he says something like that, he means we should be getting that anyway, no matter what, because that's the sort of club we are. We're a big 6 club. it's like he's literally sat there and said, "Look, I'm going. I can only do one more thing, and I'm going to make sure I do it. But at the same time, I want to leave this club like this, but I want them to carry it on this way. Like I want them to be back the way I joined."
But my thing is also this, that this is his worst season, right? We all agree on that one.
Mm.
But we have to remember two things. He gave us the gold or the Premier League title last year. Without him, we wouldn't have gotten shit.
Definitely. That was one of his best seasons.
Exactly. So he's been here 9 years, and he's had one shit season.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But I think
and here's the point. He didn't have one shit season alone, did he?
no.
No, exactly.
But when he talks about standards and standards in the gym and on the pitch, I think when he comes out with that, he needs to look at himself as well, because he's not performed.
That's what he's doing. He's not saying everybody else is that way.
Performed to the level he should have.
Yeah, but he's not turned around and said everybody else is playing shit. He's turned around and said the standards of the team start there, and he's saying himself, "I'm involved."
And when it comes to standards, he's talking about doing the extra work in the gym, doing the extra individual training without just the 2 hours that's set up as a group training. That's what he's talking about as well.
Yeah, I mean, my gut instinct's telling me, you guys can tell me if I'm wrong here or I'm backing up my own tree. But my gut instinct's telling me, no, I'm glad you're laughing. I've not even said anything yet.
When it comes to you, his default setting is wrong.
I'm not Uncle Fester before you start. But
I think
my gut feeling is that the squad have had a meeting privately, and Mo Salah stood up and said, "Right, lads, don't worry about it." He said to Virgil and Robbo, "Virgil, your ear's not out of place. You look as calm as you like all the time. Just settle down, fella." He said to Robbo, "Don't worry, mate. You can leave in peace and quiet, no problem. I'll deal with this." And I think I think they've all gone, right, okay, Mo. He's the spokesperson. It's all been planned, and he's dropped the bomb on Saturday afternoon.
And I agree with you on that one, because he was already in a conflict when it came to Slot and the board or everything. Yeah. He was already in the crossfires. And as you said, the others have not been. And they have just been sitting back and he's willingly taken the flak for everybody.
He took the bullet for the full squad, yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, I've never agreed with all that he's done when it comes to talking to the media, when it comes to contracts or whatever. But whenever a man is in a corner and has nothing to lose, the truth kind of comes out, and that's what's happening now. And as I agree with you 100%. I think remember, this is a player, a man who's been in 9 years. He knows about Gerard. He knows about Stevie G when it comes to performance on the training ground and whatever it is. He's been fucking training with James Milner.
Yeah.
The poster boy of discipline and performance and dedication and everything. He knows what was there, and he knows what's not there. Of course he has an opinion. Of course it is the right one.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And the thing is as well, let's not forget, it wasn't all sunshine and rainbows with Jurgen with Mo Salah as well either.
No.
He didn't get on with Jurgen 100%.
No, the last 3 years they were not very good friends. But I think they respected each other for what they were and what they contributed with.
Yeah. Yeah. Now Jurgen will be there on Sunday because he's posted. He's not going to miss it. He's not going to miss Mo's farewell. So that shows that they've shaken hands and they've made up. They've kissed it. Yeah, they've kissed and made up. But
exactly.
when Jurgen turns up on Sunday, I hope there's a contract ready for him to sign.
No
But
chance. I can't see it happening.
and here's what's kind of, I mean, all right, the Alonso ship has sailed, whether we like it or not.
Yeah.
It's
What's
good
your,
for.
okay, so while you brought it up, you can kick
I
off.
did not bring it up. I mentioned
No,
it. I did not bring it up.
while you mentioned your best mate, you can start the ball rolling on this one. What were your thoughts when it was actually the day after? Well, it was known for 24 hours he was going. I think it was known a lot
I
longer. How did you
I I,
feel?
I think. I mean, I've read somewhere that he has a Liverpool clause in his contract. I don't know if that's true or not, but whether or not it is kind of like the Michael Owen situation all over again. He wants to go to Liverpool. Liverpool don't contact him.
Mm,
Michael Owen ends up in Newcastle, right? I mean, if you're Alonso, you have a lot of jobs. You're out of job and you get a lot of offers. Some are realistic, some are shit. If you're going back to the Premier League and waiting for Liverpool or whatever you want to call it,
mm.
I have no issue with going to Chelsea because that's a football manager club anyway. It's not a rival in that kind of sense for me. If it gone to Arsenal or United or City or something, we would have issues down the road. But Chelsea, who cares? But the point is, he is out of the picture because he's signed there, and I think, I think out of the jobs that are going to be available, I think that is the biggest job in Premier League he could have since we did not approach him. I think the City job is not going to be his, and he would not have taken it because he would have fucked up his chance to come to Liverpool. He would never go to United for the same reason, as well as it's a shit club. So it kind of was the only option if he wanted to go to Premier League. Now, if we sack Slop, and I pray to a God I don't believe in that it happens, I really don't care who we get. I mean, we can put you two guys in the. I don't care.
Well,
It cannot get any worse
I've
than
got
this.
I've got a crazy one to throw at Ante here and you, Elred. Because I was thinking when you was
Okay, done.
talking about, yeah. I mean, okay. I mean, Alonso. I never subscribed to the theory anyhow. He said no twice. He's done for me. You don't go back. He's done. That ship sailed now, as they say in Norway. Anyhow,
Oh,
but
fucking
what
hell.
about this until we get the man we want? What about Mo Salah as player manager?
Nope.
No,
No,
no.
I
that
would.
I'm only joking.
Maybe, do you know what? Maybe as a manager in the future, once he's had a bit of experience or got his license, but not a fucking player manager.
I still think I still think because Luis Enrique has not signed a new contract yet.
He will do after the Champions League
I think
final.
Liverpool will approach him after the Champions League final.
No, I don't think. I think
Wouldn't
with how things
surprise
are
Sorry,
me.
going
what did
there
you say
compared to
now?
how things are going here,
What did you say? Who? What? No.
Luis Enrique,
Henry.
PSG boss,
Who
I
has
think
not
they'll
signed a
approach.
new contract?
Luis
He might.
Enrique,
He's not signed one yet. He might. He might do. He might not.
the
Okay,
PSG
but
manager.
I
Mm.
think if he decides to leave, I think he will go to either City or us.
Well, I think Maresca's coming in at City.
But seriously,
Yeah,
if you
Maresca.
if wait a minute now, if you have if you're sitting at the board of City and you're losing Pep and Enrique is standing right there and saying, "How you do it?" Why would you choose Maresca?
He's
Mm.
been linked with City for quite a while, and apparently he's in the pipeline from what I've been reading a while ago.
Yeah, I have no issues with them lining him up, but that's kind of taking the old, you're looking at the old slag when it comes to the corner on the street on the way home from the pub. But then suddenly Cindy Crawford pops up in the car and asks if you want to ride home. Of course you're going to ditch the slag and take Cindy Crawford instead. I mean, things change.
She wouldn't
I mean, I
stop
think
and
that's
ask
a bit
me
out
for
of,
a
I
ride
think that's a
home.
bit out of my time, like, but you know.
Yeah, but just fucking Google it. You have Google, you dumbass.
I'm alright, thanks. I think I'll stick with my girlfriend.
I don't like the direction this is going.
Okay, Kate Hudson or whatever it is then. I don't know.
No, probably Sabrina Carpenter for my.
The thing is as well, Liverpool have. I think it's a good appointment for Chelsea, Alonso. But and I've said it to one of my best mates. I think he'll only do 12 months at Chelsea. He won't do 4 years there. No chance.
Okay, but here is the point that you're missing, Craig. And I've tried to tell you.
I'm not missing any points on Alonso.
Yeah. Listen. If you put your finger in one ear, then maybe what I'm saying you is going to stick and not just go straight through. Now, the point is whether or not it is the same thing that happened for him. It is the same thing that happened at Real Madrid, for my part. And I want your opinion. And we're going to mute the bald one here. And I want your opinion here.
Okay.
All right. My point is, what happened at Real Madrid for Alonso is more of an issue of Real Madrid than Alonso. First of all, they didn't win anything the year before, even though they had Carlos Ancelotti.
They're still having problems now.
Yeah, first of all, they didn't win anything the year before when Ancelotti was there. They have not won anything this year. They have been fighting. They are issues all over the place. Now, I'm not saying Alonso is the biggest manager in the world, but the issues in Real Madrid is not of his doing. He's just a part of it. Now, I think the same thing is going to happen at Chelsea. Now, if he fucks up in Chelsea, it's not because he's shit. It's because the club is shit. It's run poorly. It is, how many teams do they have? Three starting 11s or something like that?
Something like that, about 3 or 4, yeah.
Yeah. So he's just a cogwheel of a messy, rundown diesel engine with no, propulsion drive. So now the bold one here says that Alonso is a sloppy second and should never be on English soil at all. But my point is, it is difficult to prove yourself when the surroundings you're trying to work in is shit. I would like to see you do a good stream, and without a microphone, without a camera, and everything was going to you on a typewriter.
Yeah.
You would not be the best streamer you could be.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you. Now you can talk.
Me or Craig?
Anyone. I'm done.
Okay, go on.
I mean, I've not really got much to say. That, like you both said, the ship sailed now. It's gone wrong. I mean,
yeah, it has.
No,
it's as in sort of like we've missed our opportunity again because we've sat here and thought, fuck it, we'll stay with him.
We missed it this window, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah,
now,
but we've still got a problem to solve, and it's like history's repeating itself. We had Jurgen Klopp leaving because obviously he was leaving, not being sacked. It's different terms and stuff like that. But we had a manager leaving at the end of the season, and we didn't go in for the one that we all knew we wanted.
Yeah.
And then we got a slot, and now look where we are. Now we've got a potential manager being sacked, or in the same terms, a manager leaving. We've missed Alonso again. And he's gone to another. So we're going to be in the same boat because we're going to be narrowed down to a fair few amount of managers.
But if we did not approach Alonso, we didn't lose him because we didn't want him.
That's what I mean. But when I say lose him, as in like
the option
we sort of we were too stubborn. in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. We were too stubborn, so we lost our opportunity to get him.
Exactly. We lost the chance of getting him.
Oh,
I
apparently,
Yeah.
apparently, guys. Now this is from Liverpool Football Club. The reason that Liverpool didn't approach Xabi Alonso for the second time was because the data they have got on Erna Slot is better than the data that they've got on Xabi Alonso. Slot's a better coach than Alonso. That's it, right. This has come from the data, guys. Right,
Yeah,
not
but
me.
what the fuck
The
do they
data.
know?
Right.
Didn't you just say? Listen to me now, you bald little man. Did you not say? Stop laughing. Did you not say? Did you not say that he just set a new record, club record for amount of losses in one season? Right? We've lost more games this season
Yeah.
than ever before. Right?
Mm-hmm.
That's a fucking stat. What the fucking stat are they looking at if they just? Well, I don't want to look at that one.
Yeah.
I mean, that is why I hate people that rely on stats because, well, I believe in this one and I believe in that one and I like this and I like that. Fucking idiots.
But the thing is as well with Alonso, for me, he's an up and coming manager. He's not an elite manager.
I agree with this.
Right,
Look at this. Look at this
right,
man.
he's up and coming, but he's not an elite manager. And Liverpool need an elite manager to take Ernest Slot's place.
Yeah.
Now,
But
don't forget when Jurgen came through the doors, we didn't win nothing for 4 years. Slot won the league in his first season. Klopp didn't.
Yes, but Slot won the league with someone else's team.
You can't say it's Jurgen's team. He changed things. It
was though. Slot brought in one fucking player.
What did he change?
Nothing.
Yeah, but no, that's not true. He changed us from believers to what the fuck are you doing?
Okay, yeah, sorry, my bad.
Book him, ref. Book him, ref. Writing here. It's not the fact we didn't approach Alonso. I think the board wanted Slot instead because he's a yes man and Alonso is not. I think that is very correct. I think Alonso would give more pushback than that stupid little man. I mean, of course they want him because he's not going to give them any pushback. He's home visiting his family in the Netherlands every single time he has. And I'm not saying anything bad about wanting to be with the family. But when you're keeping your family in one place and you're working in another country, if everything goes tits up, you have nothing to lose. You just go back to the same house.
All we can do now, I mean, Jamie Carragher's come out and said that he hopes Alonso does well at Chelsea because he's a good mate of his. He's a former colleague, and he's a good friend, and he hopes he does better at Chelsea than whatever, right? But the thing is, for me, is we're just going to sit back and watch how he does. I don't think he'll do 18 months at Chelsea. I really don't, and I don't want him at Liverpool because he only won what he won at Bayer Leverkusen because Bayern Munich had a year off.
Yeah, well,
they had a season off.
Now
but Bayern Munich had a year off. You can't say they didn't. They did.
You're ranting again. My point
No,
is,
I'm not ranting.
I want Alonso to win the Champions League. I want him to win the Premier League, and I want him to come to us. And I'm going to sit like this, and I'm going to say, "I told you so."
But the thing is, I think
and I'm going to give you the biggest humble pie I can put on a boat.
But the thing is, there's another big question which needs answering now. Mm-hmm. I think this is huge, and it's going back to Sunday afternoon at 4:00 because all the games kick off at the same time on Sunday, so nobody knows who's doing what because of what's at stake, which is always the case. Right, but and the thing is, I think it's a big question. Now, for me, at the moment, I'm 50-50. The question is purely because of out. Should Ernie Slot will Ernie Slot play him, or will Ernie Slot turn around and say, "I don't want you anywhere near the ground"?
Well, Shrek said that he wanted him out of the ground.
Well,
For people
I'm
who
of the
don't know what I'm
opinion
talking
if
about,
I was Ernie Slot, he wouldn't play on Sunday. No chance.
yeah, but Shrek.
Final
What
game
the
or
fuck
not.
does Shrek know about this one? And when I'm talking
Final
about Shrek,
game or not, Salah shouldn't play because he's been unprofessional off the field.
I agree with
he
this
should.
next statement, by the way.
Sorry,
This next comment I completely agree with.
I'll put it
Like
on.
100%.
Miracle happens and Slot gets sacked, or he leaves himself. They will get another yes man, so it makes no difference. The board needs to F off, simple as that.
Well, if and here's the issue with that statement. If that is true, right? I think if we're going to get as he said, the board is the issue here. First of all, Edwards came back not because he wanted to go back to his old job. He wanted to come back because Liverpool were buying a new club, and they were expanding, so he could rule more than one club. And he kind of lost interest when that kind of fell apart earlier this year. Hughes, I was never a fan of.
No.
I was never a fan of him. I thought he was kind of hyped up. Now,
Yeah.
if they continue with the board, then yes, I think we may want to assign another yes man because the board don't want pushback. But if the board leaves, if the board leaves or they get an epiphany and find out, well, if we're going to do something good here, we need someone who can do their job and we have to give them the power. I don't care if they call you the manager or the head coach or the cleaning lady or whatever, or the sandwich girl or whatever. You can call them what the fuck you want, but they need more power. They may not need Jurgen Klopp power, but they need power. They need to be, if you are responsible for the sporting results, you should also have the power to impact the sporting results.
Yeah. I mean, for me, if we need to win on Sunday, so Salah has to play. He can't play Fring Pong on the right again. Please, God, no.
But I seriously, if Salah doesn't play that game, I will feel sad for Salah when it comes. But in this day and age, in this climate, in this situation, Anfield's going to give him the send-off he deserves either way.
Rightly so.
In my opinion, even more after that post he put out.
Well, and you know something, guys, and you know what's going to happen on Friday, because I've watched one today. I've watched David Lynch. He lives down the road from me. David Lynch.
He does for the supporters club here as well.
Yeah, I've watched him this afternoon, and he's going to be at the press conference on Friday, and he said on YouTube this afternoon, the press conference will be interesting for Arnie Slot because it's going to be a bloodbath, because it's all going to be about the Salah statement. So, and I'll be asking him questions on it, and it'll be interesting to see how he responds. So that's going to tell. I think the press conference will tell you whether they'll play.
And I think this is a fair point as well. In any other situation, I think Slot would not have him there, because he has to show who's the man. He did that earlier in the season when it comes to the AFCON and everything like that. But now he knows he's on thin ice.
I think he's got to suck on the lemon, hasn't he?
Yeah. If he does not play him, if he does not put him on the bench like Shrek suggested, they're going to rain hellfire, as he said, on him in 90 minutes. They're going to be at Slot for 90 minutes and added time.
I mean, there's no doubt with what Moore said. It's definitely a shot at the powers that be upstairs, and he intends taking Arnie Slot with him. And when he's going, he's saying, "Right, I'm going, and you're coming with me." That's what it means. That's what I read into it. Now, how it plays out, we don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But I mean, honestly, guys, I've never known anything. This has never happened in my lifetime while I've been supporting Liverpool, where players come out and done this. Dalglish, you know something? Kenny Dalglish, we were going for the league title and we were losing. And Joe Fagan was manager. And he took Kenny Dalglish off and put Gary Gillespie on in his place. Kenny never said anything afterwards. He didn't have a go at Joe Fagan. He just took it. You know, so and the most important thing is Liverpool Football Club and the performance, not Mo Salah. There's nobody bigger than the club. Nobody ever will be.
But
you know,
the Mo Salah we've seen in the Steven Gerrard interview and the Mo Salah we've seen in this post is not a crybaby Mo Salah. It's not a player who's saying I'm worth more or I'm this or I'm that. It is actually a person who's standing up and trying to say what the real situation is at the club at the moment. And that is, he can do that, or the players can do that more than we can. I don't think Salah would have done this if it hadn't ended up with him leaving. If he he would not have undermined the team if he wasn't leaving.
Look at it this way. Cast your mind back to the interview that Cristiano Ronaldo did with Piers Morgan when he was at United. Look at what happened after that.
What?
United got rid of Ronaldo.
Yeah, but that was in the cards already. That was Ronaldo doing that to get kicked out because he wanted to leave. Salah's already decided to leave, so he had no need to do this interview to get that.
This is why I said this is the fan side of him coming out, because like you just said, it's not. Hang on. So that's why I said it's the fan side of him coming out, because you said yourself there, Harold, that he didn't need to say it. He doesn't need to say it because he's still a player at the club and he's leaving, so he doesn't need to say it because he could just get on with himself and go, and take his money and go play for another club. But he's turned around and said, this club needs to be back to where it is. It's not acceptable this season, and we as players know it, and we as players feel responsible for it, and we as players need to change that. And he doesn't need to say it because, again, he's gone. He's got one game left, so he's not a player for much longer. So he's saying it as a fan as well, which again is back in my statement of why he said that at the end, that he will go from a player to a fan, because he cares about the state of the club and cares about how the club fares.
Let me put this scenario to you guys. Just I'm not saying it will happen, but just imagine if it did. So because of what Mo's come out and said and done, right, Ernie Slot after the game gets sacked. What if Mo does a 360 and decides to stay next season?
Then
he's still got a year left on his contract, hasn't he?
Well, they have agreed to terminate that contract, but
yeah, but what if he goes back on it?
Okay, fine by me.
But the thing is, that contract is terminated. I think the contract terminates after the last game, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So the decision would have been made after the last day.
If the club kind of wants him back and he wants to then do a 360,
oh yeah, they'll make it happen if it wanted.
Exactly.
I'm just thinking. I mean, could you imagine that gets sacked and then Salah stays?
Yeah, but
I mean that definitely add fuel to the fire,
wouldn't it? Just
100%. But at the same time,
that would be the new signing that summer. That would be the new signing of that summer. So the transfer window.
Oh yeah, that's what I mean. That's why they wouldn't turn the nose at it, because they turn around and go, "Well, we got someone new."
Yeah.
Because I mean, you know Alred and you know Anthony. Signing players in the summer isn't going to fix what's happened this year. Not with the same guy in charge.
No. It's not going to change anything.
No.
I mean, we need 10 players to kind of break even.
There could be at least 8 leaving.
Yeah, we need 10 players of certain quality
This is
to
why I
just
said.
break even.
Go on. Sorry. This is why I said many streams ago. This is the problem with this club when it comes to transfers and contracts. We obviously, I get it. You buy bulk amount of players, great. It's a big summer. It's a big winter. Whatever, great. But when you give them all the same amount of contracts, all the same amount of time, like 4 years, and then you decide later on down the line, them contracts that are lasting the 4 years are about to run out, and you don't want to renew them. But then you got players that were there beforehand that are leaving, that aren't renewing at the same time. That's when the problems start, because then you've got to look at how much you're going to spend to replace a giant bulk of players, them old players and them players that don't want to renew. Because at the end of the day, you've got to look at it and you've got to go, right, okay, we've got all these players. Like you said, you've got to bring about 10 players to break even. Because you look at it and you go, these amounts of players are leaving, but we can only bring in this amount of players.
Yeah.
Like we did last year. We lost one more than we bought.
That's what I mean. Like, we can only bring in this amount of players because of the amount that we'll be spending on players, or because of the amount that contracts and stuff like that. And that's where it recycles and recycles. It's the same with Chelsea, with the managers. Alonso won't last there more than a season or two because of the state of the club. Because of how the debt, the transfers, everything has gone at that club. It's the same with Tottenham. Managers don't last because they can't afford managers and what they want.
And on top of that one, Ant, you have to remember we're letting everybody go on the free as well, so we're not bringing fucking
exactly. That's what I mean. We can only buy that amount of players because we've made nothing from these.
Yeah. And while you're talking about players leaving and what have you, I'm going to make a prediction, Alred.
Yeah, is that the last week? I mean, Ant is getting hungry and
I'm going to make a prediction, and it involves your friend who's just gone to Stamford Bridge, Xabi Alonso. I think Xabi Alonso will try and sign Florian Wirtz from Liverpool for Chelsea.
No,
I'm telling you, I think Florian Wirtz is already regretting signing for Liverpool.
No.
I don't think he's regretting signing for Liverpool. I think he's regretting signing for Slot.
And the thing is, if Slot stays, who the hell's going to come to us?
Nobody. But my issue, I thought buying Frimpong, or Ping Pong as I call him, and Wirtz, that was kind of the groundwork for getting Slot later on. Because he would manage those two players.
Yeah.
Because he knew them.
Well, apparently his assistant from Feyenoord's due to join Liverpool as well, isn't he?
I think that's going to be put on hold for a week or so, maybe.
I think that's
I hope you're right. I hope you're right. But obviously, we've got to let our friend Ant, we've got to let him eat because we don't want him wasting away.
Look how skinny I am already.
You got that English white skin on.
And I've got to let my
Norwegian friend camera.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, it looks like he's on Ghost Hunt, doesn't he?
I'm gone now.
It looks like Yvette Fielding.
I made friends with Casper.
Voldemort says hello. Anyway, guys, so from myself, Aldo, from my Norwegian friend who's tired and needs some sleep, Alred. And from our resident ghost hunter, Slytherin.
One ghost hunt.
Slytherin. Slytherin. Thanks for watching, guys, and we will see you on the next one, which will probably be after the weekend's games. Probably next Wednesday.
Unless something else comes about.
Yeah, unless something else happens, like a sacking, to review the season, but not Liverpool. Because we've nothing to review. And Arsenal are currently winning 1-0. Second half.
If they win this game, do they win the league?
Yeah. So, from me and from Ant and from Alred, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one. Good night, God bless. Up the Reds.
Yeah.